Good morning, Dave Knight here at 123daytrade.com. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. I'm on video today, so I need to keep my swearing down to a minimum. Hopefully I don't need to swear today. Hopefully it'll just be a one trade win and I'll move on to the next trading day. Today is Thursday, September 6, 2018. Let's pull out Forex Factory. We're looking at the inventory report, basically is what I'm looking at least for the day, and as you can see, it's coming out at 10 a.m. CST, Central Standard Time, Chicago time, whatever you want to call it. Now, last week was crazy, and we had we were expecting a negative forecast. We got a negative number. The market went up to start with, went down, and then went up so it shot up like 50 ticks right at the release. I think there's a 5,000 volume bar if I'm not mistaken. And then it went initially up, back down, and then it finished up for the day. And then as the week went on, it progressed to get up over $70 a barrel. Come into this week, let's minimize this. Coming in this week, we're trading around the 68.5 mark roughly. 68, let's call it 69, 68 range really. So that's where we are today. So last week we're up at 70. We had, you know what, let's just look at the daily charts. Get the daily chart and then we'll move into the hourlies. And we'll talk a little bit about, actually, we're inside this range, right? We've been here for a while. So there's not really much we need to say about that. But the hourly chart's really what I'll look at. The hourly chart going into Monday. Or excuse me, not Monday, it would have been Tuesday in the States, Monday was Labor Day. So this is Tuesday, Wednesday, and now we're in Thursday. So let's move this over a little bit so we can take a look at it. All right, and I'm probably down here in this bottom corner, so I wanted to move over. All right, so Monday, this is what I was, if you go back and watch the what did I call it, day trading range breakout. This is what I was trying to talk about inside that 3-minute and 33-second video. Actually, I thought it was pretty short in that sense. That you know, I didn't say, and then being said, and then the long story short. So, what I was talking about is that we went up from the open, we went up 12p, and then from the high, we went down 12p. So if you would measure from this bar right here, 69.53 low of the day, and come into the high of 71.40 on Monday, this was a 12p range movement. So on Monday, it was more than 12p, but what I was talking about is that these kind of days don't happen a lot. And from the high going down to the low, excuse me, was another 12p range movement. So I think I said something around 65. So 69, 65. So that the range of movement in this day went up and down. So I mean, if you take a look at the highs against the low, 71.40, and then it ended up at 69.08 is what it ended up, if I remember. Yeah, 69.08. It was a 232 tick move, so $2.32 move between the high to the low. And this is what this was. So this is kind of like the high water mark now that the high needs to get through. So now it makes a little bit more sense to look at the daily chart. Apologize. The heat up in the north. Up here in western Pennsylvania has been, you guys that live in the south and are accustomed to it, these 90-degree days is just bringing out all the crap that's off that ground and just making it really kind of hard to breathe in a way. We're supposed to get some rain tonight into tomorrow. But anyway, long story short. So here's this high that's adjusting, and you can go back and you can see that it was July 13th was last time that we were there, and before that it was over here. So last times that we were here. So May around, was this the June, late June into July, and now September. So if we look at how many times we've been here, it's been 1, 2, 3. So if it comes up again, most likely we're going to reach higher. At least this is my humble opinion. But 1, 2, 3, that fourth time through, let's get the screen draw tool out so you can see it. 1, 2, 3. Let's say it comes down here, and then it could shoot out of this area and maybe break the highs. Now on the other side of this is what we have currently is what I would call your Ziggy man that I call about. So it's basically your head and shoulders pattern. You have your break line roughly in this area that could send the market down. So we are in the indecisive area once again in the CL market. So that's where we are currently, and that's why you see that range try to break out. So range breakout, try to reach up here to see what's up here. It saw what's up here and then it came off of it. So someone was testing the market to see what kind of resistance is up there, and most likely as they come back up there, that their plan, I would tell you what their plan is right now, is they're accumulating, they're buying down here so that they, when they do run it again, they know what's up there and they can run through it. So I think that's what one side of the market is doing. So one side of the market, that's kind of their plan. Now the other side of the market is accumulating up here, right? And their plan is to drive it back down. So that's and then you have people that are mostly in it to hedge this market. So your big gas companies, oil companies, and so forth, they're playing this delta neutral game inside here. So if it goes up here, they don't get hurt too much, and if it goes down here, they don't get hurt too much. So they're hedging their bets in this case. So that's what I would say, and then what you're seeing is the culmination of everybody in the market inside this range, what we talked about before, the $65 to $70 range that we've been in for a while. So that in a nutshell is what the market is doing right now. So today is inventory day once again, and so that's the daily. We looked at the hourly. Where is our 200 bar? It's up at R1. So that's definitely doable today to reach up to the R1 line. Let's see where our 15-minute 200 bar is located today. A little below R1, definitely doable. And then if we reach down to the 5-minute, where's our 5-minute? So our 5 minutes actually the only one showing below the market right now. Everything else is above, with the exception of a 5-minute bar that's below. So which way do we go? You know, right now I can tell you, if looking at the market, we've already been here, right? So what's the odds right now? All things being equal, would be to reach up to the hourly, the 15-minute chart, and so forth up there at the R1 line. That would be, you know, if all things are equal, you know, to reach up to another resistance point, support point. They've reached this support point. They can reach down to here, right? So this is kind of some support in this area as well. So that's kind of, you know, around the 68.46 area. So there's some support down here that the market might break down to and test. Or you know, maybe it shoots through and then comes back up. You really don't know what it's going to do. I mean, that's why we have the markets. The markets are here for a reason, and that reason is for us is to trade it. All right, so that's my morning chit chat today. We'll wait for the inventories to come out. Be back in a bit. All right, hey, closing in on the inventory number here. It's coming out in about 5 minutes from now or close to it. We see a little bit of a sell-off here. If you look at the hourly chart, we've been selling off, but we're still in between pivot and S1. Are they selling off a little bit to run it up? Are they going to sell it off? Someone knows something? I don't know. I mean, who knows other than those in the know? And I don't know. So there you go. I bet you I couldn't do that again if I tried. All right, so I will be back. Oh, I'm setting up I always set up here. 7P target is 118 ticks today, and a 1R stop is 14 today. So that's telling me that 3 trades in a row, 14 times 3 is pretty much all I can do, right? puts me at 42 ticks minus if I lose 3 in a row. So that's max loss today, 14 by 3. Hopefully, one trade win, we'll knock it out of the park, and you know, get paid to move forward to the next stage. Go step 2 FTP. That's the overall goal. That's obviously the goal all the time, but that's it. That's all I'm looking for right now. So 118 ticks on the win side if I can get it, or maybe greater depending upon. This is just getting it far enough away from the entry point that it doesn't get hit right off the bat. Like a 3P target can get in and you can get hit real quick. Today that's if we look at 1P at 17, 2 is 34, and 3 is 51 today. So that's getting a little bit better. We'll see. So 4 minutes to the release. Looking at how far we are, we're really close to S1, so I'm assuming we'll hit that right off the release, or we'll hit pivot right off the release. So one of those two is going to get hit, or maybe both. We'll see. All right, talk to you in a few minutes. One thing I want to keep in mind that I'm looking for 1,000 bar at least minimum. We haven't had 1,000 bar all day today, from last night to now. So I'm looking for 1,000 volume bar. If you're looking, I'm looking for a. Now, if you look at this brown line cross or orange, depending upon your charts or whatever that color is, that's 500 in volume. So we've run that, but we've not run 1,000 at all at any point during the morning, the overnights. I'm assuming that we'll hit the 1,000, and we'll see which way we want to go. We got to wait. I'm going to wait 1 minute after release today, because that's what you got to do in both the FTP and your funded account. So I'm following along with if I would be in the FTP. So we're less than a minute away here. So I want to stop talking for a while. Once I get in, I'll talk and see. Yeah, hopefully you can see the lows right there, 68.41, and the high right now is 69.02. So it's a fairly tight market here. What's that? 55, less than 60 ticks, I guess. 61, right? Can't even count. 61 ticks. I'm assuming that range is going to be busted here pretty soon. All right, blue. Negative number, negative 4.3 million. See how that plays out. See a blue bar to start with, 1819. Its highest volume bar is blue, 1819 at 9:30, or excuse me, 10 a.m. So used to calling 9:30 a.m. What else do we have on the economic front today? Nothing. And at 56 to short. 2 ticks our favor, 3, 4. $68.56. Let's plug that in. $68.56. 1P target. $68.39. I'm gonna go with 68 right now for a stop. Looking for the market to get through this 41. All right, so 1 bar per 1,000. So what's the downside GAN number? 67.38. Let's see where we are in relation to that. We're right on it. 67.38. Geez, man, that'd be nice to hit that. Can we get a 1 trade win? How close are we from there? Go 3 ticks over 66. Be minus 13. Minus 14 there. 1 tick slippage. Fake out entry. Maybe, hold on. $69 to fake out entry. Keep a really tight stop on this one. $6869. We need 52 for 1P move. Reached it, through it. All right, let's get the break even here. Let's see if I can stop myself from over trading here today. See if we can run through that 41 line. Went to 47 there. Still don't see any red bar volume to offset the other side of this. $2P target down is 35, then 18. Going after the Gann number is 67.38. And what's the nearest number to that? 33. All right, that's what we're going for. 67.33. If we can get it, maybe we'll get lucky today. Maybe we'll get a sell-off, maybe not. I will not attempt another short entry off of this bar though. So if this doesn't work out, I'm standing aside until I see something else. So let's mark the charts here if we can. Give us something to do. Give me something to do, I should say. So 35. That's nice. That would run right into the S1. And 18. 68.18 is 3. Yeah, okay, we run 2. Can we run 3? Start seeing our first reds now. Do you have enough power to run through and run down to 3? We'll adjust our profit target in a minute. 1.5 is 25 today. That's 44 right now with current conditions. Brings it up to here. I don't know if I want to be that close yet. But that'll win my day. So discretion's a better part of valor. Let's make sure we win the day. Either it wants to run down or not. 3P target is 18. Hit it, not through it yet. Let's go ahead and lock in 1.5P though. Through it. 3P target's hit. If I was trading 2, that'd be 1 out right there. I'm looking for that further target though. I'm looking for a bigger run than this. $4P down is 68.01. R2 or S2 is at 67.90. Let's go ahead and lock in 2 now at 35. Let's call it 68.33. Just in case we run up through S1 right now, I want to be a little above that. Looking at this right here, 28 plus 5 is 33, so we'll stick there. See if we can get a further move than this. Like I said, if I was trading 2, I'd have an exit. I had an exit right there on 1. If we can get down to 4, I'm going to protect 3. I might protect 3 right now. Okay, protecting 3 now. Call it 19. Protecting 3, protecting our 3P target now. We'll take whatever the market gives us. Let's unlock that. Let's lock the chart up. 1 tick away from a 4P target. Maybe we get lucky here. Come on now. Come on. That'll be a 50 tick win, less the 14 ticks. I'll take it. We're locking in our 3P target now. Downside pressure, still looking for our GAN number, a 6738. If we can run. There's 4P right there. Next down target is 84, 6784. It's kind of slowing down a little bit now, though. Now it's going. Good. Come on. Down to 6800. There is S2 right there. 6790. And to it, hit the S2 line. Let's go ahead and hold 6817. $67.84 is 5P down if we can get it. $67.84. Boy, these don't happen very often. Trust me on that. All right, let's plug in the high today and see how far we've went. 69.02 is the high. We've been to a low of 67.89. We've been 6P down from the high. A 9P move would bring it to 49. 10 is 32. We'll hold, that's half of that. What's half of 49 and 32? 40. All right, that's our target. 67.40. Call it 41. 67.41 target. $84 is right there at 84 is 5P down. So we're looking for another 40 ticks, 50 ticks from here. Our blue line's catching up, finally. $67.85, 1 tick away from a 5P move. Really don't want to be any closer than where I am on my stop right now until I see the blue line go under. Now if we get close to our GAN number, I'll be moving in. To it, not, yeah, through it. We went through it right there, 5P hit. $4P is 68.01. Let's go ahead and get a little closer. Call it 68.03. Got a feeling we're going to come back at some point, but it's kind of like, what do you not want to see? Well, I don't really want to see a move to 6,800 yet. I want to see it continue to fall. I don't really see any high red bar volume, but how far do I want to be above 6,800? Maybe 6807, 06. We'll call it 6806 right now. We'll go 5 ticks over that is 6807. Through 5p again. Can we continue to move down? 6. I don't know where 6 is. I got to plug it back in again. Well, we know where we're heading for. I'm heading for this. 41. We'll call it 43. 6743 for Palomalo. 6777. That's what I wanted yesterday. Let me plug in. Six, 773. Let's lock in another 10 or so. Let's trail 20 ticks behind. We'll trail 20 ticks behind now. We're going to get hit at some point, but let's take as much as we can. Alright, so let's look at this 5-minute chart. Let's look and see what I had from yesterday out there. We're coming into some Fibonacci numbers I had on the charts. We'll look at it later. So I have some Fibonacci numbers in here somehow at that level. Went to 1, we're trailing 20 behind. Alright, let's use this line right here. 92 plus 1. Let's call it 93. Let's make the market go to 93. Right now I don't want to see it. Now I want to go into 89. This could be the bottom temporarily or not, so let's protect as best we can and still give it a little bit of room. Six, 7, 7, 7. Down targets on that we've run today. 68.23 is again 45-degree angle. 67.81 is again 90-degree angle, and we're trying to run the magic number of 137.5. Can we get through here? Let's go ahead and protect 88. some point we're going to get hit. So it's just a matter of when it's done going down for a while. Hopefully we can hit our bottom target first. Now, once we break through 71, we're going to come down to a little above 6777 because this might be all it's going to do. Only went too lower there. Locking in profit here. Call it 82. We'll go 83. Only made a low that time by 2 ticks. Went 71 to 69. So the momentum might be switching here temporarily. Out. All right, so that was our first trade, lost 14 ticks, and our second trade netted out for 72. 14 plus 72, what do we get? 86. So 86 ticks of profit on the win, 14 tick of loss, netting out at 72 ticks. Once again, let's look at that in relation to how far we got today. We were able to get 85 was 560. Let me just bring this over. Let's plug in our entry point. Our entry was 68.69. We went down to, now it's going to go down, you bastard. 67.69. We went almost down 6p. If we plug in the high of the market, we almost went down 8p. So we went down 7. And I got out at, where did I exit? 83. So there's my 83 right there. I got 7p from the high. So from the high of the market was 118 tick move. High being 69.02 right there, as you can see. Is it a bad entry? Was it a good entry or exit? I don't know. What I know is the days that you can get more than a 3p move. So plus 51 would have been, our 50 would have been a 3p, and we got 80, what did I say, 86? So our plus is 26, or is that 36? No, 36. Try to draw with here. So we were plus 36 on that particular trade, which got us another 17, got us another 2p out of it. So in net effect, we were able to get, man, 5p out of the trade. Pretty good on a one contract trade. There's 84.9 for 5p, so 85 ticks, and we got 86. Not bad for one contract trading, and that's why I like the crude oil market. We talk about this trade, and when it wins, can win pretty big. The only way that I would have, well, let's think about this another way now. If I would have taken an exit on one at 3p, where would I find value now? I would look at the lows here, and then I would come up here, and then I would go 10 ticks higher than my trailing right now. So let's pretend we're in that second contract. So now we're here, and this is it right here. 10 ticks above this, 86. So I'd be at 96 right now, trailing behind. So this is be the tortoise side of the trade right now. The hare side would have been grabbing that 3p, and the tortoise would be how much can we get. We reach down here, now I'd be at this level plus 10 ticks. So it's 84, come down 10 to 94. I don't know how else to do this. That's what I do. I take the low, look where the blue line on 200 bar is, and then I come down on it. The GAN number would be very attractive for me for exiting purposes today. GAN being 67.38, but I would be there on the second contract. I would look and see if we could run the 66.66 line. I would see if we can come down $1 from here. I think that if you can catch a move, I mean, you want to catch that if you can. Now that one went from 66 to 62. So that's 3 times that we've barely been able to reach down, but we reached again 60. So now we're just trailing behind this. 81's 91. Anyway, I don't know where this is going to exit, but that was a pretty good trade for me. That's how I would handle it. Eventually this is going to run up over this blue line. I gave you some targets that I would probably run after. I would play the 6666 line on this side of the tortoise side of it, and I would keep trailing behind here, 10 ticks behind as we kept making lows. Eventually this is going to get knocked out, but you're able to capture as much profit as you can. Trading 2, it might have made sense to get more than 3p today, but I would have been happy knocking out 3p on one contract, and then if I had that second, using our blue line here to capture as much as we can. Alright, so that's 44 minutes of me talking today. That's enough for you listening to me. I gave you where, so right now if this would run up to 91, I'd be out. And if the downside that I'd be looking for would be the 66.66 line. And I would trail 10 ticks over the 200 bar and keep on coming down on it as it made new lows. This is Dave Knight here from 123daytrade.com. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. Finally caught one. Plus 72 net today. Where does that put me? Puts me above the 31,000 mark. I am less than 1,000 away from moving to the next stage. Today was day 3 for me. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Most likely I'm not going to trade tomorrow or look at it briefly. I need to get my blood work done, so I think I'm going to take this win into the weekend and just savor the victory here and not spoil Friday with trading. That's kind of my goal right now. We've been moving pretty hectic. We might see some hectic move briefly right at the open. So I'll probably look at just the 8 o'clock open on the Chicago time to see if I want to trade it. If I do, I'll let you know via video at some point during Friday. But that's going to do it for me. I forgot I was on camera today. Hope you enjoyed today being on camera as well. So that's going to do it. God bless. Take care. I'll see you in the next video I put together. Bye for now.